Alright, so let's take a look here at the solo in Led Zeppelin's Rock and Roll. First things, there's a couple of sections in this that are rather erratic or whatever. Jimmy Page kind of has this thing about his playing. A lot of times when he tries to go fast, he's just kind of going for it. It's not the cleanest thing in the world, and it's especially depending on his tone and how high it is in the mix, it's just very difficult to try to completely make out. It's one of those things that he'll never do the same either. It's just kind of like a flurry of he picks his scale tones and just kind of flies over them and just does whatever over them. But there's no real licks that he's doing in there. He's just kind of going for it. And it creates this disjointed and pretty exciting sound, but it's also rather unrecreatable. There's only a couple of sections in this solo that are like that, but he tends to do that from time to time. Some people consider him just to be sloppy, and this is the result. It's just some of the guitar parts sound like just total mush, but it's probably more for the effect he's trying to go for, this level of excitement and unpredictability. So let's just try to break this down. We're coming into the solo. Where we're going to come in with it is when he's coming back into this verse riff, getting ready to go with the solo, he's going to do this riff 3 times. So it's kind of right before the end of that 3rd time playing it, he comes in starting the solo. So we have this riff, which is going to be holding the 5 across the 2nd and 3rd string. We're going to hit that twice. And then one more time on a quick little upbeat. And then we're going to go. And that's just 7, 5, 7 on the 4th string. Now when you hear this on the thing, the rhythms might sound kind of off. What's going on, and there's actually a couple of guitar parts layered there. So we're kind of trying to do the one, or the phrasing that's the most apparent of them all. It's either 2 guitar parts and they got echo on them or whatever, but we're going to try to make this just kind of sound like one guitar player would do it. So we have that lick right there. We're going to do that 5 times. All right, then after that, here's where it gets kind of crazy. This thing is going to start this line. The best thing, I'm going to kind of show you the notes that he's kind of playing around. And the best thing, and what you'll see me do on the video performance, is that you just kind of just go nuts on it. Don't really worry about getting it perfect note for note with this, because you never will. And it's just, there's no way of even hearing exactly what he's doing. So we can start with what he's doing, actually, is just picking the 3rd note on the 3rd fret on the 5th string, pulling off to the open string, and then playing 3 on the 6th. And repeating that about 10 times. And then you come across, just kind of come across and start picking off of stuff like this. You go open 0, 2, 0 on the 4th string, and then 3 and 0 on the 5th. You know, it's just you're basically coming up through the scale, and then you do the same thing, but you do it on 0, 2 on the 3rd, and 2 and 0 on the 4th. So he kind of comes up. And then you just kind of make your way up. Don't worry about it being super clean and all that stuff. It doesn't really work. And we're going to end it with this little, which is like a 2 to 5 pull off on the 3rd string, 2, 5, and then pull off the 2, and hit the 4th string open underneath it. And then we're going to start the actual licks to the song. And it gets more melodic, so we can kind of pick this up. It goes 5, 7, 5, 7 on the 4th, then 3rd string. then pick that a whole step on the 7th fret, then goes 5, 5 across the 2nd and 1st string. Then do the whole step and release of the 7th fret on the 3rd string. Pull off to 5, then come over to 7 on the 4th string. Then we just had this little line we picked. 7, 5 on the 3rd, 7, 5 on the 4th, back to 7 on the 4th, over to 5. And then we do that bend again, and that roll again across the 5s, and kind of pick those a few times, like 3 or 4 times. Then he starts this chromatic lick that works when you're listening to the song, and it basically starts. It sounds horrible by itself, but it's just 4 on the 2nd string, hammer on 7, pull back off to 4, then 6 on the 3rd, and then move up 2 frets, do the same lick, 1 fret up, another fret up, another fret up, and then another fret up. And we made it all the way to the 10th fret. The only one we skipped was doing it at the 5th fret. And when you get to this last one, that takes us to another section of the solo. You're going to pick this, after you've done that, pick 10 twice on the 2nd string. Then we're going to do a bend. The bend is basically going to be a whole step, then a release, and then 2 whole steps. You're going to make it sound like the 17. All right, it's pretty big bend. Then we go 10 and 12, 10 on the 2nd, 12 on the 3rd, and then 13, 12, 10 on the 2nd string. Then over to 11 on the 3rd, then play a whole step, and then just kill it when it gets up there, and then go 10 and 12 on the 2nd. Then pick 10 again and go 10 and 11. So we had this. And then do that bend at the 12 again. It's a whole step bend. Back 10, 12. You go 10, 12, down to 11, back to 10, then 12, 10. So we got this all together. And then you come over to the 12 on the 1st string, Pick that and then do a whole step bend and release at the 12 on the 2nd string to 10. Then we come to this unison bend. You're going to hold your 15th fret with your pinky on the 1st string, then the 3rd finger is going to play the 15th fret on the 2nd string. And then you're going to do this little, and that's kind of a bluesy lick. It's 13, pre-bend, a whole step at the 15th fret with your 3rd finger, then pick 13 and do a slight bend on, and then play 14 on the 3rd. Then we come back to those quick little licks here. It's pretty simple here. You pick 7 on the 3rd string with a downstroke, and then an upstroke on the 5 on the 2nd string. Or you can do both downstrokes, whatever feels comfortable to you. Pick, and when you get to that 5, hammer on 8, pull off to 5. It's a 4-note lick. After you've repeated that a few times, then it does this. Which is just bend at the 8 on the 1st string, come to 5, then 5 over on the 2nd, then 8 on the 2nd, then 7 on the 3rd, and then we continue the lick again. That's when the band drops out there and there's no guitar by itself. It's a pretty climactic moment. And then after that, we're going to end it with that simple part, which is just 7 on the 3rd string, then go 5, 7, 5. Then come over to 7 on the 4th string. Then come over 7 on the 3rd, then 7 on the 2nd. And then do the same lick again, 5, 7, 5, ending with 7 on the 4th. Then it goes back into the verse. Okay? Stay tuned for the ending, the coda section of the song.